So this is the final overpaint version of the 3D. So in the last video, we showed you the very finished quality of the render inside Blender. So it's quite close to actually what became the final image here. But there were, of course, certainly things that would they're so much easier to do in Photoshop as well. So let me just maybe take some of the obvious things. For example, still really wanted to showcase that it was very cold outside, so the door actually here is frozen, so the door might be the thinnest area on the hull of this crawling beast. So I made the door down here frozen. So this guy is actually a little bit of a douche. He comes in without closing the door, so he's probably letting out a ton of heat. So it was just maybe a little bit of an afterthought. He's standing there smiling so nicely, but he's actually letting out a lot of heat. But good opportunities to showcase some of the outside. And of course, a lot of the frost here was just taken from a window. I think it was a window of a car on a frozen day, just dropped directly in here. And a lot of these machinery decals here that was just really nice to populate here. And of course, that's just so much easier to do inside Photoshop. Also, these rabbits here was taken from an Italian kitchen. That was just really easy to cut them out against, I think, a yellow wall or some sort. Those would have been really difficult if not found a 3D scan in Blender. So I found a photo of that instead. Also, these pots here in the foreground, they're actually just a photo that matched pretty well in the perspective. And then, of course, a lot of paint over on the fruits and vegetables, no fruit. The vegetables here and the big fish, and actually managed to put in some Russian horse meat that I found some cans of, some real cans of horse meat. So nice small details that you can start to populate in. So basically, I think 90% is done. 90%, 95% of the heavy lifting is done in the render. 5% of the final tweaks is the paint over. So again, a lot of the edge light on this character was painted in because that didn't came out that nicely here. It looks quite dead. So a lot of the light tweaks, a lot of the atmosphere tweaking, steam as well, a lot of that is done inside Photoshop. You could do this with volumes inside Blender, but it's just so much easier to navigate that inside Photoshop. So again, tons of detail, 95% done in 3D, the last 5% here, and of course color balancing and make sure that everything is vignetting and make sure that everything looks consistently, like everything is matching together. So color tweaking and blending everything together. So that's the final tweaks inside Photoshop for this image. So Yannick, now I can't remember, we have a couple video left. So this is like the main bulk of what we wanted to showcase you guys about. We also did some call outs.
Yes, next one is the call out, yeah.
Next one is the call out. And it's more like these previous videos have showcased a lot of this, like the mood of this game, how it should feel. And now the next part is more like a functionality piece that if you give this to somebody to start modeling it, you would more want this kind of call outs. So is there anything more to say about the final paint over? I don't think so. I think it covered it.
Yeah.
You're shaking your head. Cool. So it's just a matter of seeing you guys in the next video. Okay, bye bye.